Hi, I'm James Ead of the Ead Foundation. You can call me Jim. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and about the Ead Foundation. Now, I am a washed up has been of a chess player, but when I was younger, I was pretty good. I would, even in high school, I would win adult tournaments. And I got pretty good. I became a FIDE master, which meant I could fight with grandmasters, but I couldn't become one. I didn't want to make the sacrifices necessary. So I turned my attention to organizing, writing, and doing a lot of things like, oh gosh, I wrote the book Chess for Dummies. I forgot about that. It's a good thing I had that. Um, but I did a lot of different things, and in 2018, I was awarded the Outstanding Career Achievement Award from the United States Chess Federation, and it was all about me. But now it's about the Ead Foundation. Well, what's the Ead Foundation? The Ead Foundation is a charity. It's a 501c3 organization, and if all your donations, and I hope you make donations, will help us help others, and they can be written off your taxes. We're a charity. And I make donations to cover all the administrative expenses. So every dollar you give will go to our programs. Our programs, what are they? Well, our programs are varied, and we help little kids in other countries, and this is what I get in return sometimes. It's just wonderful, and I do it for them and not for myself, not to make myself look good, but to help others. And this is in Uganda. We also do Zambia. We're involved in 4 different countries in Africa. We're involved in Nicaragua, and we've helped support programs, Virginia, Texas, and California, of course, where I live, and all across the United States. But it's for people who do not have the resources to start their own chess programs. And I think if you start a chess program, you start a community. And if you're part of a community, you're never alone. So we help those who cannot help themselves. And if we have the resources to share, why wouldn't we? So that's the purpose of the Ead Foundation. That's why we do what we do. But we also support chess literacy and chess excellence. And the Chess Excellence Award winner for this year was Alexi Root. UT Dallas, Alexi Root, shout out, because she wrote the award-winning essay for the Arthur Award for Chess Excellence. And the Ead Foundation administers the Arthur Award every year. So get your essays ready for next year, because the prize is $1,000. And you use it for something that's going to advance the purpose of the Ead Foundation, which is all about helping others. So help me to help others. That's why we have the Ead Foundation. But this is the chess files. The answers are out there. And what do we want to say about today's show? Well, I've heard this thing called chessbots. I've heard of them, but I don't understand them. So I asked a guest to come on to the show and tell me, what are they? What do you do about them? And just explain it to me. And then we'll go from there. We'll talk about anything that my guest wants to. And my guest is Lauren GoodKind. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Jim. Good
Hey.
morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing terrific. How are you?
I am good.
So, can you tell me what this chessbots thing is that I've heard about but don't understand?
Yes. So playing a chess bot essentially means that you're playing against the computer.
Oh,
Yes. So I would like to share my screen so I can talk more
okay.
about it. So I'm gonna share my screen
All right.
and we're gonna go to Chrome tab and we go over here. Do you see my screen?
Let me see if I can add it.
Okay.
How's that?
Yes, definitely. Great.
Okay.
Okay. So playing a bot means that you're going to be playing against a computer. So if you go to chess.com, there's a lot of bots that you can play. And
Okay.
so playing a bot is actually, it's really fun. And so over here, there's like different personalities. Like, there's the beginner
Oh.
bots, there's intermediate, there's also advanced bots that you can play too. And then there's also master, and there's also like streamer bots too. So if you play
Wow.
against, yeah, so if you play against a streamer, you're not playing the actual streamer, but you're playing against the bot. So that bot imitates the playing style of that person. Um, and I think there's also like top players, and there's also other like personalities too.
I don't see me.
Well,
Ah, don't
maybe
I have a personality?
well, maybe I should tell
So
chess.com.
okay.
Like
Okay.
they like to
All
play.
right. So now I understand. So
Yes.
you're playing against various levels of competition.
Yeah.
Sometimes a person, sometimes a chess engine, which I
Yeah.
think I understand.
Yeah.
Um, so, but they have these avatars, these characters that they're assuming. So you can call it like a beginner level. Do they have names?
Yes, of course. I
Oh,
must, yeah, definitely. So this person is Martin, and he's from Bulgaria. I'm assuming that these are real people because I know that the streamers and the top players, those are real people. So I'm assuming that these people, I'm assuming they are real. But these people are from different countries. So again, Martin is from
oh yeah.
Bulgaria. Um, this person, Zora, she's from Malaysia, so there are people from
Hi
all
there.
over. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Amir, and this is he's from Turkey. And
Uh
playing the bots, it's fun because everybody has their own personality.
huh.
So yeah, so for example, if you play against Nelson, well, he's from South Africa, and he likes to bring out the queen out early.
He
So
likes to what?
he likes to bring out the queen early out in the
Oh, I
open.
see. So he
Yes,
has tendencies, right?
yes. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, every computer personality has its own personality, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and it's chess is a game of pattern recognition. So once you know what somebody's style is like, you can predict it. And so that helps you to beat them, I would imagine. Is that right?
yes, that's true. So I mean, if I mean, since Nelson likes to bring out the queen out early, then you gotta be defensive in the opening because you know, oh, he's gonna bring out the queen early. Like we gotta be prepared for that. But some
Uh-huh.
personalities they don't like to bring out the queen early. But again, it depends on the bot. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's kind of fun. So, um,
Okay. So
mhm.
let's stop sharing the screen and I want to talk to you, Lauren Goodkind, because my producer is telling me that I have to ask certain questions. He's saying it's human interest. I guess human interest means something to him, but it's like Lauren Goodkind. Is that your stage actress name or is that your real name? He thinks it's an alias. You made
Oh,
up Goodkind.
right. So GoodKind is actually really my last name. Um,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Haha.
it is. So
Producer.
I'm not making it up. It's not a stage name. So I tell people, um, I am a good and kind person.
There you go.
Yes,
You live up to your name. Yes.
yes,
But
yes,
you didn't make it up. Right.
yes.
Okay. So the other question is human interest question. All right. Where did you grow up and where do you live now?
I grew up in Menlo Park, California, and that's in the
Uh-huh.
San Francisco Bay Area. And I still live in Menlo Park. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yes.
So enough with the human interest. Okay, stop it.
Okay.
We're gonna get. How did you get started in chess?
I started I got interested in chess because of well, my mom. I learned the game when I was 8 years old. My mom taught me, but at that time I didn't take chess that seriously. So I just
Hmm.
thought that chess was just like any other game, such as Monopoly
Checkers.
or checkers. So I
Yeah.
mean, I thought it
Yeah.
was a fun game. I didn't know any strategy. And then I
Right.
remember when I was in 5th grade, I remember that one of the teachers at my school, she really liked playing chess, so she started a chess club. And I
Oh,
mean, yeah, so I remember like
good for
I thought,
her.
yeah, I thought that was fun. And I mean, at that time, I liked chess, but I wasn't really serious about it. But I figured like, oh, I thought like maybe it'd be fun to just go to the chess club. So I remember that I went to the school chess club a couple of times, but unfortunately there wasn't enough interest. So the chess club actually closed down.
Oh,
So yeah, I know it's a little disappointing, but that's what happened. And
right.
then, once I got into high school, I started to just play chess with my sister, almost every day. I don't know what happened. Like I guess like I just really got into chess. I don't know. But what happened was my dad, he noticed that we were playing chess, and then he said like, "Oh, maybe you should just go to a chess club." And for your information, my dad, he doesn't play chess at all. But
I
we
see.
Yes, so we did like I think my dad, he did some research. I remember I was 15, and so the first chess club that I went to was in Fremont, California. So that was across the Dunbarton Bridge. Um,
Right.
yeah, so I remember that every Friday night I would just go there, and that's when I started. That's when I started. That's when I became a USCF member, and USCF stands for United Chess Federation. And
United States Chess Federation. Yes.
yes, and that's when I started to play in tournaments, and I did,
Wow.
yeah. So that's how I got started playing chess, and I don't know. I thought like I think like chess, it was fun. Again, when I first joined the USCF rating, the USCF, I didn't know how ratings worked. So
Right.
I remember like asking like that. It's like, how does the rating work? Like how does it go up and down? So there's a lot of things I had to learn. But
Of course. Every beginner starts there. Yeah.
yes. And then And then what happened was I think a couple months later, that chess club closed down. And so I had to go find a new chess club for myself. And then I think my dad, I think he did more research. And so I ended up going to the Burlingame Chess Club. And
Ah,
yes,
so yeah, Fremont is what we call the East Bay for us people who live in Menlo Park. But Burlingame is on the peninsula that we live on. So was it easier to get there or about the same distance?
um, I think it's the same distance, but I think
Yeah.
it's easier to get to because you don't have to go across a bridge. So
Yeah, Dumbarton Bridge,
yeah,
right? For those in the know.
yeah,
But yeah, so and you don't have to pay a toll.
yes.
Yeah. So, so I'm sorry to hear the Fremont Club closed down, but it's back up and operating, isn't it? I think.
I maybe
Anyways,
I
you ended up going to the Burlingame Club, which I used to go to as well, and that was an old and long running established place to play USCF rated games. You could play for fun, but you could play in tournaments as well.
yes.
And that's what which so you mentioned your sister now. Is she an older sister or a younger sister?
So my sister, we're actually identical twins. Yeah,
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
yes. So we're identical twins. Um,
that's so
yes,
charming.
yeah. So
And
we're
you got into chess together. Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely. So it's fun. I'm 7 minutes older. So
Oh, okay. You're the older sister.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. But but yeah, I think like being a identical twin, it's really fun. She
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
plays in tournaments too. We're the
Yeah.
same strength. And she went to the Board Game Chess Club too. So
Yeah. So you had a support system built in. Your
yeah,
dad did the research, so shout out to your dad. But you had your sister there to be, somebody to be there with, which is all about having a. And then you joined a community of chess players. And
Yeah.
I actually read about this. You and your sister were part of a team that kind of did something pretty awesome at the Amateur Team West. Is that right? Am I?
Yes,
Because
yes.
I'm relying on my memory, and that's always sketchy nowadays. But and what did you guys accomplish?
So we won the 2021 Amateurs West tournament in the under 1800 section.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
And
awesome. Good
it,
job.
it was really exciting. And I
Yeah.
always try to play in this tournament each year. And one of the things I try to do is I always try to recruit an all females team. Um, because again, I'm trying to also get more females to play chess. So I remember like I remember like, okay, it's time to recruit an all females team. And I knew like my sister and I we were definitely a team. And then I had to go find two other female chess players. So the story was I'm part of this all females or you know, I'm part of like this women's chess group on Facebook. So I did ask a couple of players um, to see if they wanted to join. Some said yes, and some of them said no, but I managed to find two women chess players. One of them was from New Mexico, and then her name was Daniela, and then the other teammate is Cheryl, and she lives in New York. And it was interesting because like I never met Daniela or Cheryl before, but
Uh-huh.
they said like yeah, we're open to an all females team. So we entered, and then it was interesting because we were actually the number one seed um in the tournament. So it was interesting. I was the team captain because I played on board one, and I wanted my team to play well. So I remember that I think maybe the day before the tournament started, I remember like we all got together on Zoom, and then we just did some practice games online. Um, and yeah, so we won. It was fun. I was playing on board one, and I think it was 6 rounds. So I think 5 out of the 6 opponents that I played were above 1800. So it was tough competition.
Yeah.
Um, and it was it was tough competition, but I just told myself, okay, look, I'm just gonna play my best. And of course, I would cheer on my teammates too.
Yes.
Um, that's
The
really
team competitions are different than the individual competitions. You're rooting for your teammates as hard as you are for yourself because it's, if you win and they lose, your team loses.
yeah,
So it's a different feeling. It's a different esprit de corps. It's a different sense of competition. It's not just you against your opponent. It's your team against their team. And
yes,
yeah,
definitely. It's
yeah.
a group effort. I thought that the last round, that was very tense. And the reason why is because I also teach chess too. So in the last round, we had to play against my chess students' dad's team.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I know.
Oh, well, that's all right, but it's all in good, clean fun, and that's if you're having fun, you're a winner, either
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
So and I wanted to point out that I'm showing at the scroll across the bottom of the screen. That's how we can find you on YouTube, right? I
yes,
got that right?
Bill.
Okay, so you are incredibly active on YouTube. You produce a lot of content,
Mhm.
and tip of the hat to you, Lauren, for doing that. And um, did you tell me that you put up a video a week?
Yes. So I put up a video once a week, and that's on
Uh-huh.
Wednesdays. And most of my
Wednesday.
videos are about how to beat the chess.com bots. But I also
That's
talk.
where I got you. Yep.
Yes, exactly. But I also talk about other winning strategies too. So I think my next video is going to be I'll be talking about how to avoid stalemate when you're up material.
Yes. Because
Yes.
there's such a sinking feeling when you deliver stalemate when you're shooting for checkmate.
Yes.
It's just you didn't lose the game, but you feel like you lost it.
Yes, yes, definitely.
So yeah. So I also wanted to point out that not only do you produce video content in abundance, how many videos do you have now? 300 almost. No, I can't remember now, but I
Um,
can't remember much. I can't remember what I had for breakfast. So don't go by me. But you have a lot of videos. Let's just
um,
cut.
yeah, I do. I don't know how many that I have.
Yeah.
But,
I
I
would
mean,
say hundreds.
yeah, I think it's a
You have
couple.
more than 100.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
you can go to this YouTube channel. It's scrolling across the bottom of your screen and see many Lauren videos as you can see in a day. And it will take up the entire day just to get through them all. But also, not only you didn't just create videos, didn't you also do something else to
Um,
teach people?
yes, I've also written 2 chess books too. The
No
first,
kidding?
yes, definitely. So, um, yeah, I've written 2 chess books. The first book that I wrote was 50 Poison Pieces, and the reason why I wrote this book is because in chess, there's something called a poison piece. And a poison piece is when you can take it means that you can take an unprotected piece, and it seems good to take, but when you take it, it's actually poison because your opponent can do something bad to you.
I just did that this week. I thought someone made a mistake and I took their piece and then they checked me and they could pick up a stronger piece. And I was like, oh, I fell for that again. Oh,
Yes,
so yes, poison pieces. Don't always grab it if you think it's there for the taking. Your opponent might have something up their sleeve.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
So I wrote this book because again, it's all about poison pieces. But this book is also for beginners too,
Yeah.
because I mean, I do a lot of chess teaching, and one thing I notice is that beginners they tend to just move without thinking. So when people read this book, then they in order to solve it, they need to think ahead. They need to ask the question, if I take this piece, then what what is my opponent going to do? That's
Right.
really, really important. Um,
Very.
yes. I wrote this book a couple years ago, and there's 50 puzzles, and I created all of the puzzles. So it was a creative project for me. So
Good for you. Tip of the hat again. My goodness. So
yeah.
you created all those. And I saw when I was doing my due diligence background check on you, I saw that you have like 500 puzzles on the internet that on your web, you go to this YouTube video and I think you can find 500 puzzles.
Yes, that's true. So
Uh-huh.
I think after I wrote the 50 poison pieces, I wanted to create more puzzles. So I created all 500 puzzles. You can get to my 500 puzzles by going to my website, chessbylauren.com, and there's different categories. So there's like unprotected piece, there's skewer and pin, there's also stalemate, there's also fork two. These puzzles are very different than the other puzzles out there because these puzzles you have to figure out which piece to take. So taking one piece is a good move, and taking the other is a mistake. And you have to figure it out. That's why it's important to ask, if I move here, where is my opponent gonna do? I like to share my puzzles with my students I think these puzzles are good for kids and adults who are just learning tactics.
Yes. I couldn't agree more because when you first start playing chess, tactics dominate, and you can whether you win or lose material, which is really the unit of force in chess. That the more material you have, the more strength you have, the more likely you are to win. It doesn't guarantee you to win, but the more likely you are. So if you lose it for no reason at all, or if you think you're winning it when you're actually losing it, that can turn the tables, and you end up thinking you're winning and you're losing, and then you feel, oh, rats, I don't want to play chess anymore. But you can get better, because what you're talking about is the ability to visualize ahead, to think ahead, and that's like a muscle that you can strengthen. So if you play over all the puzzles that you provide, you will get stronger, you will become a better chess player. That's what I did when I was starting out, was play a lot of tactical puzzles. And once I got familiar with the patterns, because chess is also a game of pattern recognition, I became a better player. So it's just a little bit of work, but you make it fun. It's entertaining. When you solve a problem, you get that aha moment, you feel good about yourself. So you can have 500 aha moments by solving all these puzzles that you've created.
Mhm.
So, that's what chess is. It's supposed to have fun, but it's also joyful. When you figure something out, you get this sense of joy, absolute, freedom from care, freedom from worry. You just feel elated that you solved something that previously, maybe a year earlier, you couldn't have solved. So you see this little progress.
Yes, it's all about pattern recognition, because if you recognize the pattern, then you know what to do. I know
Yes.
that some people, they struggle with the time control because sometimes when you're playing a chess, sometimes you only have a limited amount of time. And sometimes they struggle with that because they don't know what to do. But if you recognize the pattern, then that can also save time too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't remove myself so much as I just went to use just to do solo layout. Sorry, I didn't warn you about that. But
Oh,
when you were talking, I wanted you to be at full screen.
oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I didn't
Okay.
mean to
I just
startle you.
showed oh, okay.
I was showing off for my producer. Look what I can
Oh,
do.
oh, it's okay.
But I just want to just say you've got students, so you're teaching. Is it in person now, or because of the pandemic, did you have to do it through Zoom or something like that? Or
So right now, all my lessons are on Zoom, but I wanted to let you know I just got the second shot of Moderna um last week. I will be fully vaccinated by June 1st. And
yes,
I told my students that once I'm fully vaccinated on June 1st, I'll be happy to teach in person.
good for you.
Yeah.
That's great. But
Mhm,
so you're teaching
mhm,
soon again, it'll be in person.
mhm.
You've written two books, excuse me. Well, I'll talk about the second book later.
Yeah.
But you're producing puzzles, and you're producing videos on YouTube.
Yes.
So uh, when do you have time for Lauren, just to take care of yourself? You're so busy. Is that the
Yeah.
way I feel, or are you just having fun?
Well, I mean, I always try to have fun. I do believe in a work-life balance. So I do teach um chess 6 days a week. Yes, it is very, very busy. But I do carve out some time to do other stuff so I can relax. So for example, like every Thursday night, I go watch a movie with a friend. And then on Tuesdays or maybe on Friday and Saturday, I also play tennis. So
Oh,
yeah, definitely. I think I try to
good.
be a well-rounded person. So I
Yes, you got
enjoy,
to have
yeah,
physical. Take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit, and
Yes,
you put all three together, and you're leading a good, happy life.
yes.
So good for you.
Thank you
And
very
eat
much.
well, sleep well.
That's
You
true.
know,
So I think it's
yeah,
important to sleep well, eat healthy. So
yeah.
I eat a lot of salads,
Hmm.
healthy food. And the other thing about my diet is I don't eat a lot of sugar.
Good for
So
you.
so I only eat sugar like from time to time. So I still like chocolate and ice
Of
cream,
course. Who
but
doesn't? Yeah.
I only eat that from time to time. So
Manage it, yes,
yeah.
so it doesn't become a daily habit. Because these things are habit forming and they are not good for you in large doses. Moderate doses, that's okay. But
Yeah.
so you're doing great taking care of yourself because if you don't take care of yourself, you're no good to others. You've got evidence all around you that you're doing good for others.
Thank
And
you.
that's the whole motivation of the Foundation. So you are just an important part of what we're trying to accomplish. You know, to teach, to inform, to entertain, to help people have fun. And if they don't have the resources to help themselves, we can help them get those resources. And so you've done that. So let me talk about your second book because I noticed the title was Queen for a Day. So tell me about this book.
Right. So this book came out last
Right.
year. And the reason why I wrote this book is to inspire more women and girls to play chess. If you don't know, chess is a male dominated game. And I am happy to be a woman chess teacher. And I wanna do my part to inspire more women and girls to play chess. That's why I wrote Queen for a Day, The Girl's Guide to Chess Mastery. Now the book is it's very unique and you get to play an entire chess game with Sophia. So Sophia is the
Ah,
girl on the front cover. Um,
I see. Nice
yeah,
cover. Yeah.
thank you very much. Sophia, she just learned how to play chess, so she's a beginner, and so the book um, it took me, I think, a couple of years to write too. It was a really big project. So what I did was I created a game on my iPad. I have a chess app, and so I created the game. And then what I did was in the book, readers they get to pick three choices for a move. So I know like in the first move, you could go I think e4 or e3, or you could also go move one of the side pawns, maybe a4 or h4, and then readers have to
Ooh.
yes. So the reader has to figure out which move is the best. So and then when they turn the page, then I explain if the move is good, okay, or bad. And this book is for beginners, so yeah, I just talk about it. And
That's
of
great.
course,
Great idea. Great concept. You know, I tip my hat to you again because that's a excellent and novel way to approach it.
mhm.
You know,
Well, thank you. And um, I think that the good thing is that I want people to make good moves. So at the end, we end up beating Sophia.
there you
So,
go. Yeah, because that helps. It's self-reinforcing when you win.
yes, yes,
You
yes.
want to do it again.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think this book is really important because when you first start out in chess, like you might not know what a proper chess game looks like,
That's a
right?
good point. Right.
Right? So this book, it would take you for
Yeah.
like move one all the way to checkmate. So I want to be upfront is I don't expect beginners to find the best move, because if you find the best move, then you're thinking like a master. But
You're not really a beginner, right? Right.
yes, right.
Yeah.
So I be upfront and I say like, if you play an okay move, then that's perfectly fine because it's proficient too. And I told people like if you play okay moves, it's proficient. It's not the best move, but if you play an okay move, then that means like you're gonna win, but it's just gonna take much longer to win if you
Yeah,
don't.
and okay is often
Yeah.
good enough.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, don't think okay is bad because okay is good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's a great concept. But like say, for some reason I wanted to buy one of these books, how would I do that?
You can go to Amazon.com.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And I want to say, Jim, thank you so much for endorsing my books. Um, the Queen for the Day, that was actually endorsed by other top professionals too. So Jennifer Yu, she's the 2019 U.S.
Shout
Woman
out to Jennifer.
President.
You.
Yes,
Yeah.
she also endorsed the book. And there were other top professionals who have endorsed my work too. That also includes the 500 chess puzzles that I created too.
Yeah.
So my work high quality. So it's a great training tool. So
Yes, and I really agree with you, and I did endorse it for that reason. It is a great training tool, and you become prolific in the output, and it's all designed to help others learn chess, and especially other women, girls, because I say when you give the gift of a chess to a child, you give a gift that can last a lifetime. And
mhm,
there are so many life lessons that you learn by playing chess. And we want more women playing chess. It was a male dominated field. When I got in, it was I started my first tournament game was in 1972 for obvious reasons. And I think that, if I saw a single woman at a tournament, it was noticeable. It was kind of remarkable. And now it started in the 90s, and now you go to a scholastic tournament, and there's a really good balance of people from they can be from any country, speaking any language. They could be male, they could be female. There's an equality in chess that did not exist when I first started playing. And what you're doing is reinforcing that and helping to foster that. And I'm getting tired of tipping my hat to you, but you're doing such great work. I'm really proud of you.
thank you so much. I wanted to just tell you. So I know that my second book is called Queen for a Day: The Girl's Guide to Chess Mastery. I did write that book specifically for women and girls to play chess. But if you're a boy or a guy, you will also benefit from this book too. So
Of
I
course,
just
of
wanted to
course.
bring that out.
Because obviously there are differences, but there are more similarities between us than there are differences. And so all of us learn to play chess because chess doesn't care if you're a boy or a girl,
Mhm.
doesn't care if you're what color your skin is or what language you speak or what country you're from. Chess is we all know the same rules. We all play the same game, and so it's a great equalizer. And in I like to tell people that it doesn't matter um, how tall you are, how short you are, how big you are, how small you are, what your color of your skin is, what language you speak. It doesn't matter when it comes to chess. It's a great equalizer. And you can't say that about too many sporting activities where their competition is involved. And if you're fencing, your reach is a factor. And if you have a real short arm, you're not going to be that good a fencer. And in tennis, as you play, if you're bigger, you could serve the ball faster.
Mhm.
All of these things are factors that don't affect chess.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter how strong you are. Doesn't matter how quick you are. It does matter how quick you are in terms of calculations, and you
Yeah.
know, and if you're in blitz, how fast you can move the pieces. I guess I have to take that last one back. But other than that, it's a great equalizer.
Yeah,
And
and the other fun thing about chess is people of all ages play it. Um,
yes,
yes, so that's the other fun thing about chess. One of my youngest students is 5 years old. It's like
yeah, it's amazing,
I know she's so cute, very yeah, she's very cute,
adorable. I bet.
adorable,
Yeah,
very cute. But I remember like I've also played chess with I remember I played chess with a man and he was in his 90s.
Yeah.
So it's like people all ages, and yeah, it's like
Any
yeah.
yeah. And it keeps your mind alert. It teaches you to sit still and focus when you're a kid, and it keeps your mind alert when you're older. And I can relate to that since I'm a little bit older. But is there anything I haven't asked you that I should? Because we're running out of time. My producers in my ear telling me to wrap it up. And I wondered if I've forgotten to ask you something that you really wanted to bring up.
Oh, um, I think, yeah, I think with the I mean, I guess, like, maybe other things, like, maybe, well, I mean, with the bots, um, I encourage people to play against other people, but playing bots is also fun, and I just wanted to let people know that bots, they play differently than people. So
Right. Thank you for that. Because when computers first started playing chess, they were a joke. We laughed at them. And then they got so good they could beat the world champion. So, it depends on the level. So, it's true of people and bots. Find someone around your level to play with if all you care about is having fun. But whatever your goal is, try to get to that goal. If your goal is to beat your dad, your mom, that's your goal, get strong enough. You can do it. There's help out there. There are resources to help you. There's videos on YouTube that'll help teach you. But find the level that you're at and try to get better.
yeah.
Don't try to master it all at once, because that's not how it works. You just have to get better, and it takes time, and
Mhm.
it takes some work, but you can have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, at any age.
Yeah. I wanna share one other thing. So, I have noticed that some people are too shy to play against people, so they're more comfortable. The only person or okay, so these people, they only play against bots because they're comfortable just playing with the bots. But um my tip of advice is, like, if you're just only comfortable playing against robots, that's perfectly fine. But I would encourage you to just get out of your comfort zone and try to play against people. Um,
Thank you for that. And
yeah,
you said robots, so that's where you get the bots,
yeah,
huh? Yeah, okay.
yeah,
I'm catching on to you.
yeah,
All right. Okay.
yeah,
Now it all makes sense to me. But
yeah,
yeah, and you'll find that, playing bots, you won't make a friend, but
mhm,
playing other people, you can make friends.
yeah,
And you can think of it as competition, and I'm beating you, ha ha ha. Or you can think of it as, this is a potential friend that I'm playing against. I have made lifelong friends that I met through playing chess with them, and we were trying to beat each other up, but we ended up being friends. And you can't do that with a bot. So if you want to join a chess community, don't make it a community of bots, make it a community of people. So thank you so much for being my guest today, Lauren. You were wonderful, and I congratulate you on all the good work that you do. And I'm going to close the show now. So I'm
okay,
going to say goodbye to you, take you
okay,
backstage.
okay.
All
Thank
right.
you, Jim.
You're my pleasure. Thank you. Okay. So that was Lauren Goodkind. And she didn't make that name up. It's a real name, Goodkind. And she is. So this has been the Chess Files. The answers are out there. Every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to bring you a guest who will explain something to me that I don't know about. Today it was about bots. They are actually, that's short for robots. Duh. But I found that out today, and you can find out other answers to other questions every Friday at 1 p.m. This has been James Eade of the Eade Foundation, but you can call me Jim. And I hope that you